After my, well, welcome. After my little trailer escapade earlier this week, I came to a very definitive conclusion that I needed a MIG welder. I have a kind of a rule that if I need a tool more than 3 or 4 times over a period of like a year, I go out and buy it. So I went out and I bought a cheap Lincoln Electric 180 Weld Pack HD. Basically, this is the Home Depot version of the 180 Dual sold by Lincoln. This is the retail packaging, the retail consumer hobbyist grade of welders. I'm no longer professionally welding for a living, so I figured I needed 180 amps. I needed a MIG welder. This machine is 230 volts. I have 230 volts here already in the shop because I have a Lincoln square wave TIG 185, which I talked about. Well, I didn't put it in the video, but I've talked about that one before, which I'll put that in this, talking about that particular welder. I'm not a professional welder. I was a mechanic. I was an auto body repair guy. My welding is, I can stick 2 pieces of metal together relatively reliably. This isn't a welding video, this is an unboxing video. So the other thing I bought was this welding cabinet from our friends at Harbor Freight. So we're going to do a double unboxing video. I always thought unboxing videos were stupid, and then I caught myself watching them over and over and over again for all kinds of stuff, because you kind of want to know what's in the box. You want to know how it's packaged. I want to know how it's packaged. I want to see how it comes out of the box. I want to see what's involved with putting it together after it comes out of the box. This box isn't in great shape, but that's my fault because I'm getting fat and lazy. Come here, baby. Because I'm getting fat and lazy, and I just kind of like drug the box around. I wanted another. I'm still possibly going to get another toolbox. I'm going to get a Harbor Freight one, and I'll show you where I'm going to put that in a minute because my organizational project is still underway. So I'm long-winded. Let's get to it. I don't have a knife on me. Imagine that. I'm just going to cut the box. So let's see what's in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Right, Tiki? All right, so that's that. Poor dog. Now, yeah, I'm doing this first. I'll get to the welder. I might do it in 2 separate videos. I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to do it all at once, but I think my videos are too long and I talk too much. So we have the obligatory polystyrene, styrofoam, an instruction manual right on top, warning us that there's something in this that causes cancer in California. Thank God we're not in California. Just for the heck of it, let me see if I'm right. Oh, wow. This is safe to use inside California. So it's the instructions, assembly precautions, all that jazz. I'm not going to go through it. All this stuff's all available online. Looks like we're going to have to put some of it together, which I kind of expected. Alright, Tiki, we're going to put you down for a minute. I'm just going to cut the box. I don't necessarily need to hoard cardboard. Okay. Well, this is the bottom tray, I'm assuming, just from my something Yes, this is the bottom tray. This is the box itself. It's actually not really crazy heavy, which it's Harbor Freight, so I didn't expect it to be. U.S. General or Chicago Welding? Chicago Welding. Chicago via Xinjiang province in China. Yeah, so I have another place. I'm going to put another box in here. I actually thought about buying one of these the other day and using it in place of there, because this would actually fit in that hole. But let's put it back up on the table. And there's handles. That's the main. It's the grab handle. It's got nice kind of positive closed drawers. The sheet metal work isn't all that great, but it's not a snap-on. I don't expect it to be. It smells like China inside. That drawer is a little short for some reason. That's weird. Huh. The drawer is only this big. Yeah, I guess. So that one, and then that one. Huh. That's weird. I guess they don't want you opening all of them at once. That just seems a little odd. And then this is a flip up, I guess, for your helmet or whatever. And oh, there's the wheels. What's in the box? We'll have to assume this has brackets and all kinds of other stuff that goes on it. It's in this box. Well, it's got two hard plastic wheels that they kind of pretend to have bearings, but they're actually, I think, they're just like bushings. They're kind of hiding something here with this plate, and I think what they're hiding is that these are just solid core wheels. You have to excuse the noise in the background. My air conditioner's on. It's about 90 degrees here today in Philadelphia. Two casters, a sack of hardware. Looks like no, these look all like these are all sheet metal screws. Pretty big, not like number 3 sheet metal screws. Some hooks. That's your bottle hook. It goes on the back of the machine. There's 2 of them. I'm going to get into gas in a bottle in a minute. Actually, I can get into it now while I'm taking this stuff out. Some more hooks. I'm going to have to read the directions on where these all go. I know they kind of go on the side here. One goes on the side. I'm actually probably going to put this whole thing together on video, and then I'll do the welder video after. Just because I got all this stuff out. Another caster. Casters aren't bad. These are locking, swiveling casters. Like I said, it's a Harbor Freight. It's not a snap-on. I was joking with the guys at the welding supply house when I went to go get my gas bottle. They were joking because the one they have in their shop is like $275, and it's exactly the same as the one I bought. These are spring-loaded locks. Some flat bar stock. These look like drawer dividers, maybe. Yeah, these are drawer dividers. Guess I could divide one of these drawers if I want to, or it's to hold up the welder. I'm not sure which. And those are the screws and some chain to chain your bottle down with. 2 chains to chain your bottle down with. Tiki. All right. So that's it. That's all that's in the box for our Chicago electric welding cabinet. I paid $169 for it at Harbor Freight in Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania. They had it in stock. The staff was very helpful. They helped me load it into the truck. I'm not even going to bother zooming in just because you can see where they're actually kind of nice. They did hit some of the spot welds here with a grinder. They just never bothered finishing it. I don't know. It's probably some form or another a powder coat, but probably not a very good powder coat. Coming from China, it might even be paint. Can't tell, or electrostatically applied paint. All right, let's put the directions down. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, there they are. So let's put the base. Oh, it looks like important information. Yeah, shockingly, I actually do read the directions for almost everything I buy. I even read the silly little warnings where it says, please read the following carefully. I'm not going to read it right this second, but it makes for good sitting on the toilet reading some days. Let's see, it looks like I'm going to need... Looks like all I need is a 10 millimeter, that might be an 8. Looks like all I'm going to need is a 10 millimeter wrench and my ratcheting screwdriver, which is kind of cool. But part of my project here has been, really Tiki? Couldn't have found anything noisier to chew on. Part of my project lately has been I rearranged my toolbox, which I'm going to show, probably mentioned it before, I'm going to show how I rearranged all my tools and put everything in order. I'm going to flip this thing on its side here so we can kind of see how it goes. I'm going to try to just, right off the bat, this has got this thing's not that great when it comes to getting put together. This has, these are just dimples or machine screws. I'm going to put it together this way, and it'll probably hold up just fine. Tiki for my use, but I think if I was going to use this on a regular basis, I might consider putting thread certs in here and a little bit better quality hardware. I would actually, probably try thread certs first and then go from there. Oh, my allergies are killing me. Everything is decided to bloom all at once here. That's good open. Now, looks like, that looks like there's no washers that go on any of these things. This is just put the screws in. This is the back side. This is the back side of the cart. I should probably be using a little impact gun, but I should also probably be using the correct size screwdriver. These look like 3s. I'm using a 2. Well, that's really interesting. Do that, all right? All right, well, there's my first screw up for the day. Whoops. This actually goes like this. Tiki, move. You're going to get smushed. Because I inevitably am going to drop it. I'm not using an impact gun because these sheet metal screws going into sheet metal, see if that'll focus. These love to strip out. There we go. Yeah, these love to strip out. If I use an impact gun, chances of me stripping out at least one of these holes is probably about 100%. Even if I turn the torque down, at least if I do it this way, I have a little bit more control. Straight enough for me. That's my phone. This will all be fast forwarded anyway. Really? Well, that rolled right underneath the toolbox. Good thing I have 3 of them. Good thing I have 3, Tiki, because I don't feel like leaning over. Oh no! Okay. You want to get down? Okay, we can get down. Alright. So we have some casters here. Put the casters on. I want to get this on its wheels. And then then I'll set it up. Actually, I think I'm going to have to pull or get down on my hands and knees and get my screwdriver back. Because, yeah, it's never fails. Actually, part of this new garage setup is definitely going to be putting toe kicks. I have a couple sheets of lawn at my house. I'm going to put toe kicks underneath all my toolboxes because, quite frankly, I'm tired of shit running underneath of them. Inevitably, when you drop a screwdriver, you drop a nut, you drop anything, it always rolls underneath to the worst possible place. Roll of tape. Tape is famous for it. Tape will roll all the way underneath, will roll all the way across the shop. And then it'll choose the dirtiest car in the whole building to roll underneath of. And then your tape's all dirty, which is not good. Painters are a little crazy, and nothing drove me crazier than dirty tape edges. Dirty tape edges and people putting rolls of tape and coffee cups on cars. And the quickest way to get screamed at was for you to put a coffee cup on a car in front of me. I still don't like to do it. Really? I guess it could be worse. This one's a little tight. There we go. That's the bit slipping. This might actually be a snap one. Snap-on actually makes and warranties their bits. So if you ever buy a set of Snap-on bits and you break one, give it back to the guy. I didn't know that. I had this special tool for taking off wheelhouse moldings that was notorious for snapping. I bought it from Snap-on. I think it's a Lyle, but I bought it from Snap-on, and it came with a Snap-on bit in it, and I kept breaking the bits, and I kept throwing them away, and finally one day I bought a bit from the Snap-on guy, and he said, "Where's the one that came with it?" And I said, "Oh, I strung it into the swamp because I was so pissed off that it broke." And he goes, "You dummy. They're warranted for life." Oh, how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know that they would actually warranty something that broke all the time? Okay, now it's saying to use, there's a 10 millimeter or a 6/125 bolt with a washer and a lock washer. Well, I guess the idea behind this whole little video is to see if it'll work as equipped. I'm already seeing that this is this washer's awful small. We'll find out. My personal opinion is I'd like this washer to be the entire size here. I have some got some big fender washers. We'll find out. I'm not going to deviate from the plans until something actually breaks. Experience has always taught me, especially when dealing with Chinese shit, that you occasionally, well, almost inevitably, something doesn't go right. I just figured out why the wheels are built the way they are. Because the wheels are built this way to act as an offset on the axle. There we go, on the axle there. So it keeps it away from the side of the side of the thing. Instead of having instead of the shaft being cut down, they just stamp these out. So it's probably a lot cheaper to manufacture than to. There's no machining required, no offsets or anything. Yeah, it looks like it's MIG welded together in some spots. This is a MIG weld. It's got spot welds all along it. This shaft is welded in a couple places. They're not great, but they're not bad. I've seen worse. I've done worse. Tiki! Yay! Tiki! Okay. Now, it looks like the rest of this I can put together on the floor, but I'm not going to. I'm going to set it back up. You got to put you down, baby doll. I'll put you down. And hopefully this table won't collapse. For your, whoa, the locks are on the front of the front casters. The locks are on the front casters, so this table's not wide enough to support it. So I put my first dent in it, so it's mine now. I'm going to say that goes like that. And that goes like that. But I'm going to real quick read the directions. I've been known to put stuff together backwards many times. Yes. Okay. Now, it wouldn't make any sense to put it like this because it will collect dirt. It's going to collect dirt anyway. Everything in here is dirty. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to have to get out a right-angled screwdriver, which is something that the Chinese like to do. They use their head. Now, if you were to buy this from another manufacturer, like an actual welding house, or one of the big houses, Lincoln or Miller or whatever, chances are it'd probably be very similar to this, and you probably have to put it together anyway. The only thing I've never had to put together was a Snap-on box, and even then I may have had to put the handles on. I'm not sure. I've only ever bought one new box. 2 new boxes. To be honest with you, I don't remember. All I know is they came pretty well packaged in crates, and they came via Pitt, Ohio. Yeah, I don't have a whole ton of faith in these sheet metal screws. That would be probably the upgrade if you were to get a... If this was a Snap-on or a Miller or something, it would have... these wouldn't be this type of screw. It would probably be thread certs or welded nut certs. My magnetic screwdriver just picked up all the metal filings I didn't shovel off, vacuum off the bench for my other project. Okay, just real quick, look at the instructions again, make sure spring washer bolt goes, there's real supports, and the handle, and it looks like the handle goes on the other way. Okay, so now we're just kind of, just check to make sure my audio is working. Yep, okay. My battery, I apparently left my shotgun mic on too long. As a matter of fact, I think it's been on for 3 days, and I don't have a spare 9-volt battery in case, unless I steal it out of the smoke detector, which I've been known to do. I've got smoke detectors in every single house, or every single room of the house, which I think is kind of overkill, but that's the way it goes. Well, I had smoke detectors in every single room in the house. Slowly but surely the batteries have been dying and I haven't been putting them back in. I'm assuming that these are supposed to kind of be like this a little. I don't know, they're not straight. That could be my fault. I don't find it overly. Oh, there we go. That's my fault. Oh, strip it? No, okay. That one isn't straightening out anymore. Oh, my shoes, delicious. Delicious, delicious shoes. Tiki, my favorite new little puppy dog, decided that nap time yesterday equated to snack time yesterday. So yesterday afternoon, while I was taking my 3 o'clock siesta, Tiki decided that she needed to steal my eyeglasses off the edge of the table next to the couch where we were laying and sleeping and chew them. So Tiki destroyed a $1,000 pair of German IC Berlin eyeglasses with really cool, well, I haven't had transition lenses in years, and she chewed the lenses and she chewed the earpieces and she chewed the nose pieces. So I'm now wearing my spare glasses. Give it up. Oh, what is that? I don't even want to know what that is. I think it's an old rubber band. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to spin this around one more time. This Home Depot tables really paid for itself. Kind of like it. It's a little low. It's perfect to set stuff up on. Oh, I guess I should mention that the handle's kind of got like a plastic covering on it, which I'm sure is going to get ripped off immediately. It's not soft really, it's just kind of plastic, like shrink wrap or hose or something. First 5 or 6 times you hang something hot on there, I'm sure that'll be the end of it. Okay. Whew. I have my air conditioner running, but my air conditioner is not it's not really sized for this room, and kind of it's undersized. I have this, I don't know if you can see it on camera. I've got a curtain that I pull down, which I might actually do after I'm done putting this together. Let me just pop. That was my... Hello? Okay. I think my stereo just shut off. Sounded like it. All right. Now, I'm going to say these are drawer dividers. And that might actually be... that's what these are. Okay. So these drawer dividers go in this top drawer. Or not. No, they don't go in the top drawer. Oh, yeah, they do. Tiki loves that styrofoam. I'm going to do a quick, when I get this done, I'm going to grab the camera and I'll just do a quick walk around to show you everything the Chinese engineering has to offer. Huh. I put these in upside down. They have these little cutouts. Yeah, there's cutouts, so they go on the bottom. That's my assumption, is they go on the bottom. I'm sticking with it. I don't know if I'm actually going to use these dividers. I probably am not. I have a couple boxes that I can put in there, and I have some other drawer dividers. All right, Tiki, we're all done. We're going to do a quick walk around. Well, here it is, all put together. I don't know if it'll show up on video, but you can see the Tiki. I'm trying to, yeah, you can't really see it. Oh yeah, there's the scratches I put in it immediately. Stop! Yeah, the hooks on the side, the wheels, the cylinder holder. There's hooks on this side. I have to put it in this hole here. So I'm not exactly sure if that's wide enough. I'm going to test fit it first, off camera obviously, and if I have to, I'm going to move my welding bench over a little bit more to accommodate it. I didn't really want to encroach on the garage a whole lot more than I am, but it looks like I might not have a hole. Thousands of dollars worth of dog toys. Yep. Does that taste good too? Styrofoam. Yeah, so I gotta make it fit in that hole, and I'm gonna try to do that right now. I had to take Tiki styrofoam away from her. She hasn't found these other two pieces yet. I'm gonna give her a minute. But so back to the original project here. It didn't fit in the hole, which I didn't think it would. And I have another problem here. This bench is kind of in the way when I decide to get my gas bottle. I'm going to get into gas bottle in a minute, but this is it's kind of how it fit in here. I have an electrical issue too. I got to get straightened out. You can see there's an extension cord there. My 220 outlet's right there. My welder's here. So eventually I'm going to install another 220 line, and I'm just going to have it just drop right down here. But for temporary purposes, I'm just going to run the extension cord. I bought hooks So I'm going to have hooks going around the door, and then I'll just be able to plug it and unplug it from there. And then the welder, plug the welders in that way. I don't ever plan on using both welders at one time, and that's a good heavy duty extension cord welder that Tiki has decided to chew on. Okay, well, next step, the welder.